Behind every successful man is a woman, so the saying goes, but there could very well be a woman behind every successful enterprise. Next week, 9 accomplished women hope to inspire more women to pursue their best possibilities, whether in business or a career of their choice. Now, here to tell us more about Women Connect and their upcoming whole day summit is Program Chair Ms. Chiki Go. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, Ron. I'm happy to be here.
Okay, before we talk about the Women to Women Mentoring Conference, you have this organization, the Women's Business Council of the Philippines,
That's
which is
right.
handling the event. Talk to us more about this.
Yes, actually it's been around since 1997. It's been a little under the radar, if you notice. It hasn't been quite active in the past few years. Well, active in the sense that it's not making enough noise. But recently, under Chit Juan's presidency, we have a lot more activities. It's been around since 1997 to promote a lot of projects for women. It was actually formed with the Department of Trade and Industry to promote women advocacies and empowerment through business-focused solutions. So it's more policy making, actually. We want to be able to initiate discussions where we can uplift women in business. And through those discussions, we might be able to influence certain policies in government to uplift women. Just this morning in the newspapers, if you notice, there was a ranking of gender equality in the world, and we placed 8. And we're #1 in health and education. We're not exactly up there yet in economics and business, so maybe that's where the Women's Business Council can come in.
Okay, and now you have Women Connect, Women to Women Mentoring Conference Part 2. This is the second time you're holding it. What's going to be the difference between this one and the first one you held?
You know, the first one was held 2 years ago, and that was quite successful in the sense that people, a lot of women wanted a Part 2. That's why we thought of coming up with that one. It was a mentoring conference the first one was more on believing in the women. We wanted women to believe in themselves, to unleash the power within. And that was more or less the theme of Women to Women Mentoring back then in 2009. This year we thought of coming up, when we met last year, the committee, we thought of coming up with topics on business strategy and to end with life strategy.
And with life strategy.
Yes, so not just business, but it's life strategy. In between, we have topics on innovation, leadership, business and economics, and even spiritual enhancement.
Wow.
So it encompasses a lot of things. And for those who can't seem to get out of tourist or vacation mode, because we had a long weekend last weekend, we're going to have another long weekend. And if you want to jumpstart this month, finally, and say, I want to be inspired, you want to go listen to 9 outstanding, accomplished businesswomen talking about their successes and challenges in business, and even I'm sure about family as well. You can't seem to separate that when it comes to women in business, right?
Okay, so how does this mentoring go? Is it just going to be someone on stage talking about her experiences and just the sharing, or would there be an actual one-on-one or at least a small group? Not
for this one. We want plenary for everyone for this conference, and then we will be coming up with individual mentoring after the event. So we just want people to be aware of the topics, so it's a broad sharing of ideas. Very inspiring. You have the likes of Women Entrepreneur of the Year, for example, this year, Fe Agudo, to talk about business strategy. And after that, you have somebody, and this is such a rare thing. We never knew that the former regional president of Starbucks Asia is a Filipina.
Oh, really?
And she will be talking about leadership.
That's very interesting.
And what was really interesting here is, can you imagine, she was working in Japan all these years, a woman expat heading a big company like Starbucks in Japan. I mean, how could you have managed that? So she's going to tell her story, how she survived that thing. And on and on. Of course, as I mentioned, life strategy will be discussed by no other than the Emily Abrera, one of the founding members of Women's Business Council. What is it like after retiring from the corporate world? What's life like now, right now, for a woman, a successful woman, an accomplished woman, who has how else can she make her mark after work? But from your first conference, what were the stories that you heard from other women during? Well, we had Maria Ressa, for example, unleashing the power within, and you had Loida Nicholas Lewis, and who talked about, of course, how she managed the business after her husband passed away in the U.S. And here she was taking over and growing the business. We also had Nina Aguas of Citibank again that time, Cynthia Mamon of Enchanted Kingdom. Those were the speakers of the first batch. Basically, to inspire women to believe in what they have within them. I was actually one of the speakers back then, together with my husband Josiah Go, and we talked about harmonizing work and life, which is again an issue when you talk about women in business. How do you balance these things? And so eventually we wanted to go the next step, which is now, okay, you now have business for aspiring business women and established business women. How do you now get those big ideas? How do you now conquer the challenges?
What would be the basis of your success? Is it just the number of people who are going to attend the conference?
Basis of success. You know, it's I'd rather go qualitative.
Exactly.
Rather than quantitative. And these are the text messages you get at the end of the day and say, I was so inspired, I want to do this. After I listen to these people, I want to fight all those dream stealers. You know, I think that's the more powerful thing. And among women, we like to tell stories and we like to lift each other up. So this is going to be a showcase of how we can tell our stories and inspire people, inspire more women. And by the way, this is not just for women. It's a women-to-women mentoring conference, but I know there are a lot of brave men out there who would want to learn as well.
That's what I was going to ask. Wala bang magsiselos at hindi kami kasama dyan sa
kasama
conference?
kayo, nakasulat yan sa mga flyers namin. Men are welcome to attend to. And there are already some brave men who are registered to attend this one. It's open. Because I'm sure we listen to successful stories of men, businessmen. I'm sure you'd like to listen to successful stories of businesswomen.
Of course, yes.
Yes, of course, you are welcome to attend.
Okay, how do we get to join the conference?
Okay, you can check out the website. That's WBCP, Women's Business Council Philippines .ph, and you can register online. There are a lot of the contact details are there. So they can just check it out, wbcp.ph, or call 0920-922-3732. The conference is on November 8th, the Women Connect, Women to Women Mentoring Conference. That's at 8:30 to 5:30 at the Philippine Trade and Training Center.
One more question. I believe you have a special speaker for this year's conference.
Yeah, we're going to have a man. An accomplished man.
The only thorn among the roses?
Yes. They were all asking, how come you all have women speakers? And I said, of course, we want to uplift the women. But for lunch, we're going to have a treat. He's a showbiz personality. I'm sorry I can't say his name yet.
Okay, it's going to be a
the women would love to listen to him. And he will talk about this time how men connect to women. So that's just going to be over lunch. A small treat, maybe a 30-minute treat. And it's going to be exciting how's that going to turn out.
Okay, Ms. Chiki Go, the program chair of Women Connect, Women to Women Mentoring Conference. Thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you.